Howdy gamers,
Okay.
Old Gamer Guy here. Welcome to another They Are Billions video.
Are you sure?
This series, this most basics series, was meant to be essentially a rudimentary kind of a tutorial, because the game itself does not give you a tutorial at all. It just kind of throws you in and you learn things as you go along. So I wanted to show a few things, show off the basic concepts of the game, and I think I did okay at that early on. But as I went along in these videos, it sort of devolved into me just playing and rambling, sort of like I was streaming the game, you know. So I'm not sure how informative this series has been. I didn't intend for it to last this long. My first two games were on the normal difficulty, and I got slapped. And so this is my third game technically, and I put it on an easier difficulty level, and I've lasted a lot longer than I expected to last. So anyway, what I'm going to do with this video is basically show a bunch of hordes attacking, and talk a bit about a few basic hints that I haven't mentioned before. And right here in this clip, my hint is to be sure to build gates in your walls, because at this point I tried to send a sniper up and to stand behind that wall, and for some reason he walked all the way around the base and ended up outside the wall, and as you saw, he died out there beyond the wall. But and also, I'd like you to notice just how fast the wooden wall was breached during this wave. I'll come back to that a little bit later. But yeah, there's two helpful hints already. And my third one is, do not completely clear your defensive points just to defend the one direction that a horde is coming from, because in this case, there were still some random zombies showing up here on this side of the colony. And luckily, the wooden wall was strong enough to hold these few zombies out for a while. But as you saw, a group of zombies will take out these walls fairly quickly. And as you will eventually see in this video, things can spiral out of control quickly. So here we've got another horde that's approaching from the south. And another extremely basic hint that I can give you is that you should probably put up, if you can anyway, depending on the structure of the procedurally generated map, you may or may not be able to do this. But see, I have a large gap here to the south, and so I have no walls going across down there, and so no defenses that are even going to slow the zombies down. But at this point, I have built some ballistas in the south and southwest part of the colony, so that's going to help me out here. It's going to save me here. I still don't have this building available to use. You will see this building in action a little bit later, though. But here I am upgrading my tents into cottages. And so I guess that's another hint, is to get buildings as soon as possible that are like the wood workshop. There's a wood workshop, the stone workshop, and I think maybe the foundry are all buildings that allow you to research better technology. So I don't have a stone workshop just yet, but yeah, I would say get those buildings as soon as you can. Don't neglect your defenses, but definitely get those buildings when you can, so you can get better lodgings for your citizens, and you can upgrade your wooden walls into stone walls and things like that. I think the ballistas came from the wood workshop, and so here you can see them in action. And my rangers are definitely doing some work there as well. It's probably good to move them around like this so they're not just overwhelmed by a crowd of zombies.
Whatever you say, as long as
They can run off and fire a few shots. And once again, we prevailed against the Horde, and so we live to fight another day. You can see the colony is growing a bit over time, and that's kind of what you need to do. More citizens, more workers, more buildings, more resources, so you can get stronger. Another little hint here is that you can go into a menu down in the bottom by pressing triangle, which will allow you, it will give you access to a repair all button, and then if you have the resources, you will just repair things that have been damaged. That's another good little shortcut. They won't repair things that are completely destroyed, but if things are partially damaged, then they will be repaired, so that's good. And so now at this point, I think I do actually have the Executor, or the Executor. I'm not sure how you pronounce that still. But I believe it is active at this point. So it's going to help out against this Horde. We've got another Horde coming in from the west. Once again, through a part of my colony that has no actual walls.
This better be good.
But this Executor building is going to help out greatly, as you'll see. So there's zombies approaching there toward that wall, but then also through this other gap inside the wall. So, and here comes the Executor. Look at that. That's beautiful. So I got very lucky having that so close to my colony there. And once again, we have lived to tell the tale and perpetuate the human species. I'm not sure you really want to in the midst of a zombie apocalypse, but what the hell. We're going to do that anyway, if we're honest with each other. So here we have another zombie horde that is approaching from the east this time. I've built a few ballistas kind of inside the walls because they will shoot over walls, and I think it's good to have some just kind of scattered around inside your colony, because if zombies do get inside, they can save you. But here what I want you to notice mainly is that I have upgraded my walls from wood walls to stone walls.
Do you need me?
So I'm gathering my troops here. And sending them over to this one wall. But look how long this stone wall holds out. As these zombies just stream in. I've also got some spike traps out there, which are helping. They slow the zombies down and they hurt them. But look how long this stone wall lasts. That's mainly what I want you to see here, as compared to the wood wall earlier. You can also see some big fat zombies have appeared in the crowds. And once again, the human race lives on. I'm so proud. And really my cluttered method of building there actually kind of helped me, because the zombies weren't able to get through that gap in the wall very easily. But I think what you're about to see here is another example of why gates are important. So here I'm putting up another ballista, and you'll see once the horde begins, you'll see this ballista is, even from that distance back there, is shooting either over the wall or through the wall. I'm not really sure. Put another one here. But the main thing about this horde is that, once again, I still have not fixed my no gate mistake. So I still have not put any gates in these walls. And when I send these troops up to help defend, my cluttered style of building will not allow them to get up to that point just through the colony. And then when I go over here and I start emptying out these, at least this tower here, because I have learned you don't want to empty out all of your towers because random zombies will kind of wander up and attack the walls from any direction. So you don't want to clear out all your defenses, but I do want most of my defenses up there in the north. But when I try to send the people from this tower to that place, they don't even bother going through the town. They head up this way. And then they still can't get into the colony this way because there's no gate, so they turn up to the north, and they end up running past the approaching horde here. And I thought, man, at this point, I thought the game was probably over because this is just too... this is just too much chaos. And then I thought, well, hey, they're kind of distracting parts of the horde, so that could actually help in some ways. But oh, this is terrible. My heart was sinking. My blood was running cold. And those guys end up running all the way around to the east side of the colony and then down to the southeast part of the map, along the southern part of the map, and then finally turning back north toward the colony.
Our forces are in danger.
But here the horde is finally getting to the wall. And once again, you will see that the combination of the spike traps and the stone wall is very, very good. And there go my rangers around that way for some reason. I don't even know what they're doing. But the horde continues. And we continue to hold them off. You can see the ballista there in the back is actually, it looks like it's firing through that tower. I don't think there's friendly fire. I certainly hope not.
Units under attack.
But once again, the fact that I've built a bunch of stuff so close together keeps the zombies from pouring into the colony even when they bust down the wall. So, and here's one soldier running along the southern part of the map here to the south of the colony, trying to get back up into the colony. Still trying to get where I sent him before the horde even got here. So yeah, gates. Gates, gates, gates. But you'll see here in a second. There, I've fixed the northern border. I've got a gate. I've also got a gate on the western border there.
They are approaching from the south.
Unfortunately, this is going to be the end here. This is where it all goes out of control because I never was able to build a wall down here. I kept extending my energy grid so I could try to build a wall, but I never made it all the way down there. And you still have random zombies just kind of wandering up all over the place. At this point, I have the technology to build a shocking tower, but I don't actually get one built here. And see, these are just still random zombies. The horde is not even here yet. They're way down here on this part of the map. I always try to figure out exactly where they're going to be coming through, and you know, that big gap right there is a pretty good giveaway. It's a pretty large red flag right there. But here I'm upgrading some cottages into stone houses because that gives you more workers and more citizens.
Our forces are in danger.
But here they come. This is the beginning of the end. And anytime your soldiers or your citizens die, they turn into zombies, and so things tend to cascade out of control. Oh my God.
Buildings are being attacked.
The humanity. And I don't think they go anywhere near the Executor building, so that doesn't help me this time. But
The colony is
you
under
can
attack.
hear the screams of terror as the colony is overwhelmed.
They are infecting our building.
Oh my God. I can't look. Oh my God.
Our colony is succumbing to the infection.
Why, God? Why? So once they take out your command center, the game is over.
The infection is spreading across the colony.
And this is the type of game where once you die, you can't reload a save and just try to fix your mistake. You have to start all over. So this is the end of this game. I lasted a lot longer than I thought I would, but it was an easier difficulty, I have to admit. So I will go to normal difficulty now and see how I do. But yeah, for now, this will do it for They Are Billions. Check the game out. I think it's cool. Thanks for watching.